Yeah, my name is Keisha with Black Lives Matter Phoenix Metro, an autonomous chapter here in Arizona designed after the Black Panthers. And I'd love to just kind of ask you some questions, a question specifically about, the nature of organizing. A lot of our comrades have been arrested and prosecuted for exercising their right to protest and peacefully assemble here in Arizona. And we have members who are now being charged with gang charges for standing up and saying that Black Lives Matter. And so in light of the Maricopa County's office in Phoenix, they're doing regarding political persecution, what were some of the techniques and strategies or advice that you could give us towards the political persecution of our members?
Don't you have that, wasn't that guy, that crazy guy, that Maricopa sheriff? What's his name?
Sheriff Pyle. Yeah, that's where
he's like the craziest. I can't curse too much on here. I curse all the time. So he's like the craziest person on the planet. So I don't have to say anything about him. Or is he still in office? Or?
No, he's not in office anymore. But the person.
Same thing. Let me tell you something. You know, these people change hands and they act like, oh, we made progress. Now we got Negro, whatever his name was, or white boy, whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It's interchangeable. And one of the things that happened to us a lot in the beginning was that we would get arrested for day-to-day bullshit, if you'll pardon my language, because you don't want to get arrested for being at a rally, because now it's all about you being at the rally as opposed to what the rally was about in the first place. So we lose sight of the issue and we become the issue. And that's not a good thing, you know, because we want to focus on what we were there for in the first place. So now we got to do free somebody. And I used to get stopped almost every other day by the police. And they would spread eagle us. And I'd be like, and they'd be like, you don't have any problem with that, do you? No, with that gun to my head, I have no problem whatsoever. I'm worried about your hand shaking or something like this, you know? So the way that you do it is you got to minimize that kind of conflict because you will be diverted from what you really want to do. They'll have you paying bails, paying lawyers. You'll be embroiled in day-to-day conflict that is now, you know, you lost sight of whatever it was you intended to do. I mean, they would do things like say the Black Panthers have poisoned the children's food in Watts, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like this. So they stop us and take us to, I remember going to a sheriff's department and they had a banner. It was an actual cloth banner and it said, Pigs 11, Panthers 0. You know, they tried to demoralize us, but we never tried to make ourselves central, but we ended up having free this one, free that one. You had Erica and Bobby. Look at that case. That cost us $1 million or more, the Erica and Bobby case. So what did we learn from that? What I learned is to minimize that kind of thing so that you can maximize some of the other stuff. So some stuff got to be, without recognizing that we're talking in an open space that anybody could be listening to, has to be done on the down low. And some stuff, so you have like what we call the above ground, the below ground. You have the political message and then you have the party message. In other words, you have your message saying, you know, down with Sheriff Hoobie Boo, whatever his name was, right? But in the meantime, you don't know what might be happening. I mean, people might not know, but you have to be having some other strategies. So my only advice, and I don't know what it's worth, is to do your best to avoid the day-to-day thing, which is not easy. I'm not saying that's like, oh, like that, so that you can focus on what you intend to accomplish. Because what happened to us was this. People became afraid of the Panthers. They were like, every time the Panthers turn around, they getting arrested. Every time they come into our neighborhood, the police raid something, I lose my dope. You know what I mean? It's like these people are creating problems for us. You know what I'm saying? So you want to not be so far ahead of the masses that they can't see what you just did, so that they can be embraced. So if you're going to say, well, look, what is the issue? What is the issue? And the issue has to be on the ground with our people. It has to be, what is it that our people need, like housing or food, so that you can tie yourself to that, something other than policy, but something concrete. And in the meantime, do your best, because you're going to spend money, time, and effort trying to get out of jail, arguing about, you know, this. And this is why they do it, so that you will be caught up This is exactly what the point is. Y'all want to have a little rally? Let me go over here and knock somebody upside the head. Oh, you mad about that? Okay, well, now I'm gonna knock another person upside the head. Now we're protesting being knocked upside the head. You know what I'm saying? So we tend, because we get angry and we have to be more strategic, ruthless, as Karl Marx said, ruthless in our analysis. And ruthlessness means, I can't say because I don't want to talk like this on this call, but the bottom line is have several agendas. One for the mass line, and one you're going to say on TV. Then you have one you might not want to say to everybody. And then you have a third one perhaps that you have with the people that you trust. And you can't trust everybody, obviously, because especially people, the first thing you want to ask is somebody talking about, let's go storm City Hall. Well, I want to see you get out there right this minute. You know, let's go off a pig. I've actually heard that, okay? Well, I'm going to wait for you to do that, brother. And when I see you pull that trigger, we're going to be good. But I don't think you're going to do it because you're trying to give me a case. You follow me? Somebody trying to get you a case. So all of those are strategies that you have to be practical about because you want to live to fight another day. I knew Jonathan Jackson. I wish he were alive. I watched him walk into the Marin County Courthouse, you know, in a magazine. I was in Vietnam, believe it or not, at the time. But I knew Jonathan. I would rather he be alive than be dead, to live to fight another day. Of course, when we talk about hands up, don't shoot, that's what Jonathan did. He pulled out that M1 carbine, threw them guns around, and helped put the police with hands up, don't shoot. So I was proud of him. He's a hero in the universe of the Black Panther Party. But his strategy got him killed because we don't want you to die. Now, Fred Hampton, that's another story. So we have to look at strategy because it's important that you live to fight another day because this ain't gonna happen overnight. It didn't happen so far overnight. You gotta be ready for the long haul. Look, I'm gonna be my birthday is March the 2nd, I'll be 78, right? And I'm still walking around here talking shit. You follow me? Pardon the audience that didn't like that, I'm sorry. But anyway, what I'm saying is you wanna go for the long haul. We don't want you to be dead. We want you to live, not to live just to live with them, but to live to fight another day, learn some new strategies, do some new shit. I don't know, I've learned a lot over these years and every single day I learn some more. And I miss my comrades. I miss the people that I watched die. Bunchy and John and Fred Hampton was my comrade and my friend. I'm one of the people that knew these people. And all the other comrades that gave their lives to our struggle. I wish they were alive. I wish George Jackson were alive today. All of that. So stay alive, young people. I don't mean stay alive by giving in, by pandering, by kissing ass. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about stay alive strategically so that you can fight another day and organize some more Black people into the work that will free us.